It's usually easy to work with fractions and ratios, so even if you didn't ask us to work out a fraction, I'll convert these into fractions. Now there's a lot of information here, it's quite difficult to get your head around, but we want to work out the fraction of all the shapes which are circles, so let's start with that. And the information we have about circles is white circles and black circles. So somehow we need to work with these to begin with. And if I convert this into a fraction, there's 9 parts in total. Out of those 9, 4 of those are circle. So 4/9 of the white shapes, because this is white and white there, are circles. Now of the total amount of shapes, 3/10 of those are white shapes. Of all the shapes, then it must be 4/9 of 3/10 of the shapes. Now we don't need to know how many shapes there are in total. We could just call that x if we wanted to, or just ignore it altogether and just think about this in terms of fractions. And in the black circles, that's 2/7 of 7/10. Now of, that basically means times, so if I wanted to say half of 10, that's obviously half times 10, which is 5. And I want to add together both of these fractions. I could do these calculations separately if I want to, but I like to have a habit of doing it all together. 4 times 3, that gives me 12. 9 times 10, that's 90. We can times the numerators and the denominators, that's fine. 2 times 7 is 14. 7 times 10 is 70. Now at this stage here, where we're trying to look for a common denominator, a typical method would be doing 90 times 70, but I don't want to do that calculation. That's quite a large one, and we'd have to do 12 times 70, we'd have to do 14 times 90. Instead, we're going to simplify these down. So if I take my 12 over 90, a common factor between both of these, I'm just going to start with going through my primes. Yes, okay, they're both divisible by 2. So that's 6 over 45. Are they both divisible by 2? No, the next prime is 3. They can both be divided by 3. So then I get 2 over 15. And I can't go any further than that because 2 is prime and it doesn't go into 15. Then 14 over 70, we can do a similar technique. Divide by 2, 7 over 35. 7's prime, so we know that only 7's going to go into there. 7 into 35 does go. That gives us a fifth. So we're actually doing the calculation of 2/15 and a fifth. But I'm just going to convert this straight into 15ths because I know we want the same denominator. So 2/15 add 3/15. So I've unsimplified this time. I've times both the numerator and denominator by 3. And I get 5/15, which I could leave as that. Nowhere here does it say to do simplest form, but 5 over 15, that's a third.